What up? This is Robert Ory.
Or three-pointer. Buries it!
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Ory for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Ory from downtown.
Back on a Friday. How you gonna get fired on your day off? It is the shoot around. We are at Big Shot Bob Pod pretty much everywhere. This is our Friday bonus show where we try to answer listener questions and maybe get into some of the stuff that didn't hit the big show sheet for the Tuesday show.
Can I give us a little bit of breaking news?
Go for it.
Celtics Kristaps Porzingis suffered a torn medial reticulum, allowing dislocation of the posterior tibialis tendon.
Okay. You did not go to medical school.
I did not.
I'm fairly certain.
All I'm gonna say is that don't sound good.
I'm gonna say, what the fuck is that?
It says he is listed day to day for the NBA Finals with this very rare injury.
I've never even heard of that. You say MCL or ACL or something. I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard of that, but. Okay.
Everybody in the comments like, what the hell does this mean?
All right, so
what does this mean?
Porzingis is day to day. That's what we got out of that. All right.
But you know, I had a broken leg. It was like at one time, but it was I won't say broken. I had a hairline fracture in my leg, but it was on a non-weight bearing bone. So it hurt like hell when you got hit, but it had no effect on how I played or what. I had a little pain. And it was swollen. I kind of found I had a hairline fracture, but I was still able to play. So hopefully he's still able to play and he can continue to dominate.
Well, we'll see how he does. Put him back in the...
Mavericks don't think that, though.
No, I'm sure they don't think that. Put him back in the Dragon Ball Z hibernation chamber for a few more hours.
Yeah.
Let him rest up. All right, I'm going to start with a question from Dan. Rob, what do you think of the pairing of Victor Wembenyama and Darius Garland? And I put in parentheses here for context, rumors this week that the Spurs are, quote, very interested in trading for Garland.
I would love that move because I think Garland is the type of dude who's very talented, but he can take a step back. He just did that with Spider coming off an all-star year. But him, you got a dynamic guard, a really good big. I think that could do wonders because I'm not a fan of the guards they have now in San Antonio. I think they don't know their pecking order, but I think with Garland, he could put them on the map and make them a little bit better team.
What do you think, Harper?
Yeah. We always, and you said this is the Spurs, right?
Yeah, San Antonio. If they were to trade for Darius Garland.
They need I think it's a good piece because they need another dynamic. They need a dynamic guard there. Another piece to kind of go along with Wemby to help take this team to the. Now, I don't think that's all they need. I think when you got a talent like Wemby and he's turned out to be even better than what at least some of us.
Yeah. Well, there's a hype level, and I feel like in a lot of ways he sort of
he's broke that ceiling.
He definitely hit it.
I think. When you have this is the burden of having a talent like this, a generational talent, and him actually living up to it puts a level of stress on your front office to do everything that you need to do in order to get the most out of his rookie deal. Because when it's time to pay him, you are going to be a little handcuffed and you're going to have to get very creative. Yeah. So while you have him on his rookie deal, do what you need to do is going out and building this team around him and contend as soon as possible,
right?
Rather than waiting until later when you have to pay him $50 million a year.
But give him a reason to want to re-sign in San Antonio. Yes. Show him like we went out, we got Darius Garland, we got some other pieces, we tried to help build around you, we got you back into the postseason. Give him a reason.
Right.
Okay, interesting. All right, we got to thank our friends at BetterHelp. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Rob, I want you to say it with me. It's okay to not be okay. Like that's an okay thing, right? We're not all like bottled up emotionally and ready to pop and scream. And it's always okay to reach out for help, and that's why we really like our friends at BetterHelp.
Yeah, for me, if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. And remember, there is never anything wrong with asking for for help.
No, and I was thinking about we're thinking about our friends at BetterHelp. I was thinking about Grayson Allen, the PGA golfer, who very sadly a couple weeks ago took his own life because he's been struggling and he had a lot of stuff that he was trying to work through. So it's I think we get in this thing, especially in like guys sports, where it's like we don't ask for help, we just bite our bottom lip and we get through it. And it's like, dude, there's no shame in asking for help. So reach out to our friends at BetterHelp. Take a moment, visit BetterHelp.com/BigShotBob today. We'll give you 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BigShotBob. All right, we have audio from Scottie Barnes, face of the league, Scottie Barnes. Well,
I love Scottie Barnes.
I will always call him the face of the league forever and ever. So he was doing
It's complete crap.
It's a complete crap. Where's Durka? Where is he? Is he on the board anymore? Oh, did I take him down? Oh, I might have taken him down.
You took him down.
Oh, I did. You know what I replaced him with of all the things?
Pennies.
Dark he dropped off the board for pennies. He's a complete clip. Scottie Barnes is the face of the league. He was doing a live chat online, and somebody asked him, give me some advice on how to meet a girl. Okay? Pretty simple, right? Scottie Barnes, you can imagine, NBA player, probably out there doing his thing. This is the advice he threw to the guy.
Bro, go outside. See, this was wrong with you. You saying you need a girl, bro. You not outside for real. Like, bro, it's so simple, bro. You want a girl, bro? You need a girl, bro? Go find one at the mall. Like, go to the mall, walk around. Yeah, bro. Go walk outside. Like, bro, go to the mall, go walk outside. It's like, all right, you see something that you like, go get the number. Don't be shy. Have some confidence in yourself. Simple. Like, bro, don't you want a good girl? I feel like you'll find a good girl in the mall or something, or walking around. Maybe she's running outside doing something.
Okay.
This is Scottie Barnes telling somebody else?
Yes, this is Scottie Barnes giving his advice on how to meet a girl. I have so many questions.
How old is
How many
Scottie?
times he gonna say bro?
Okay, one, how many bros were there? There were 12 or 13 at least. One. Two,
Hey, bro.
has Scottie Barnes ever been to a mall? Because the mall the mall was a place to meet girls when Rob and I were young.
Well, even when I was coming up.
Yeah, but the mall nowadays is the most depressing place in the city. It's abandoned. All the stores are closed. Half of them are a Starbucks anyway. Like, it's what?
Now you got to go to. Now you have to go to social events. Now you got to go to like happy hours or go to mixers or you got to go out into the city, like where you know there are going to be people. Everything doesn't have to be a club or necessarily a party, but if you know somebody having a mixer, having a networking type of event, that's where a lot of women are. You just never know what you run into. But going to the not today, not the mall.
Hey.
Sorry.
Hey, apparently it sounds like he don't go nowhere. He better get an app, a dating app.
Yeah, get a dating app.
and go that way.
Go. Now, all the advice you guys just gave was very sound. I need you to do it one more time and throw in about 14 bros, and I think we'll feel a little bit better with it. The mall, though. Like, damn, when's the last time you've been to the mall?
Bro.
I can't remember the last time. I was at the mall and my kid wanted a dress or something. I think we went to Macy's.
I went there because I needed a belt.
You went to the mall because you needed a belt.
Went to the mall. As
I
if
feel
other
like you can
places
get
don't
a
have
belt anywhere. Yeah. Like,
Well, I was passing the mall, and I know this store that I always go in back in the day, so I went in that store because I know I get a discount.
got it.
So that's why I went in there.
You went the cheap road. Got it. Okay.
Exactly.
Who's going to discount me on a belt?
Well, I bought some socks too, and I bought a couple of pocket hankies. So
Socks and pocket hankies.
yeah,
Nothing
it's
screams-
Father's Day. I got myself a
Nothing
Father's Day
screams
gift.
a sexy NBA player like socks and pocket hankies.
Okay, when it comes to, well, it's not random because Father's Day is coming up. When it comes to Father's Day, because we know how Mother's Day works, they say it's the second most important holiday behind Christmas. Lord have mercy. When it comes to Father's Day and where you want to eat, does your wife and do your kids kind of already know or have an idea, or do you have to kind of lay hints out like little Easter eggs and they got to kind of figure stuff out?
First of all, I'm a fat ass, so I just let them take me wherever I want to go.
But I mean, on Father's Day, like that's once a year. Is there a specific place that you may want to go to that you don't always kind of get to go to that you would like to?
Not on my side.
Okay.
We just go wherever we can get. We like to go to more tame places.
Okay.
We're not gonna go to the popular places because it's gonna be too crowded. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I like when they get together and make me dinner at home though.
Okay.
So
Oh, see, I'm the cook in my house, so I don't like it when they all get together and make me dinner. 'Cause I'm like, let me cook it. I've reached a point where I'm just like, here's where we're going. I don't need a surprise. I don't need anybody to get together, book a reservation. I'm just like, hey, we're going to get hibachi. Everyone's like, yay, hibachi. We love hibachi.
Now
So
we're guys,
that's what we're doing.
and I kind of think I know the answer to this. But be honest. I would think this is a safe space.
Socks and pocket hankies is the
No.
answer. No.
Even though that is the case, even though it's kind of like whatever,
Yeah.
deep down inside, do you ever wish somebody would be like, hey, this is where we're going?
No.
Or I know you like these type of things. Hey, I came up with this restaurant we're going to go to?
No.
Okay.
me, yes.
Okay.
Because my wife is totally different. Where she's always like, "What are we eating tonight? Where are we eating tonight? What are we having for dinner?" It's never like. I think it's very rare. She said, "Oh, I want like this and this for dinner."
Right.
And I'm like, "Okay," like it's like the only thing
So
I know
you just
her
want
go
someone
to
to
is
make a damn decision. Is what
make
you
a
want.
decision. Don't leave it. Don't put it on me all the time. Say, "Oh, we going here."
Right. But women do that all the time. They don't know what they want to eat on a regular, so they're gonna put it on you. But I'm
always.
talking about for one day.
No.
Father's Day. They're saying, well, you know what? We know you like this food.
No.
I'm taking you here, or it's a surprise where I'm taking you.
No, and like we've done. Like here's the thing too, and this is just me. I'm very particular. I like what I like.
Right.
So don't come in with some fucking curveball. We're going to some place we've never been before. We've never had the food. I don't know if I'm gonna have fun. Like I'm ducking out of that every chance I get. Like
Right.
I'm more of a like. I think we've had one instance where my wife's taken me somewhere for I think it was for my birthday. That we've never been before, that we ended up falling in love with the restaurant. We never would have gone there otherwise. But this is one instance in God knows how many. So I'm comfortable with, hey, we're going to go to the place that I like, and we're going to eat the food that I like, and we're going to be near the house so I don't have to drive too far. That's what I care about, because I'm old.
So here's a question though. Father's Day we don't celebrate, but do you celebrate March 14th, which is the day after Valentine's Day? Y'all know what March 14th is, right?
March 14th?
Yeah.
The month after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
No.
You get February. February is Valentine's Day. We all know Valentine's Day is for.
Oh, is that
mostly the
steak and
women.
BJ Day?
Exactly.
I know.
Steak and
The
BJ
joke,
Day.
the joke being the month after is for the guys. So Valentine's Day is for the girls.
I ain't never heard that.
And March
You never heard
14th
that?
is Steak and BJ Day.
Yeah.
Now I've heard. I guess they celebrate it in certain regions. Sweetest Day, where that's supposed to be the men's version of Valentine's Day. I think they do it a lot in the North or the Midwest, where they celebrate Sweetest Day.
Swedish Day.
Sweetest, not Swedish, like sweetest.
Oh,
It's
sweet.
the sweetest day ever.
Or something like that, and it's supposed to be. I believe it's supposed to be like the male version of Valentine's Day.
I like
Where-
Steak and BJ Day a lot better.
Well, okay, cool. That could be what it is too. It's called, but
Fucking socks and pocket hankies. I mean, Jesus, what are we doing here?
I'm just saying.
I'm with you. I get it.
You know, just
All right.
something for the fellas.
March 14th for the fellas.
Haven't celebrated that in a while. All right. Darvin Ham's back in Milwaukee. He's gonna be joining Doc Rivers' staff as a what's called quote a top assistant. Now he was there from 2018 to 2021 before he took the Lakers gig. So he's back in Milwaukee.
He must have never sold his house.
I was gonna say. Also, to me, this feels like a Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins situation where we're gonna bring in your backup and we're just gonna put him over here on the side, and then when we decide to pull the ripcord on Doc, here's your man,
Yeah.
Darvin Ham. Step right in, take over.
I didn't
that
think
feels
of it
like
like that, but yeah, you're right.
I ain't thinking like that
Hey,
either.
it's almost like the same situation they had in Cleveland that time. Ty Lue, hey,
Yeah.
you're gonna be his backup.
Why don't you hang back? And then it was like, oh, you gone? Okay, Ty, you're up. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what it feels like. That's what it
Yeah.
feels like, because it feels like it gives Milwaukee an out on Doc Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
If Doc doesn't have a good year with Milwaukee, I really just have a feeling you're going to see Darvin Ham take over as the head coach of the Bucks.
Yeah, because I think those guys loved him in the first place. He won a championship with them.
Yeah, he was there under Budenholzer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, this is an interesting move.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I
I
am
am
too.
too.
That's a good spot for him. Question from Ronnie. All right, Rob. Reaction of the week went to James Harden when his girlfriend caught the bouquet at the wedding, which I'm sure you saw because you're laughing at it. That wide-eyed James Harden. Did you ever have a guy you played with that you knew was never getting married because he was just too much of a player? That might be a loaded question.
That's a loaded question, but no,
You ain't somebody in trouble.
the only person I knew would not get married, and he's still not married to this day, is Ty Lue. I knew Ty Lue probably
Lue's
wouldn't
not
get
married?
married.
Wow.
You know, yeah. You know, anybody used to call himself Lou Hefner back in the day.
Well-
you ain't getting married.
I didn't know he had that
So-
nickname either. Shit.
And he
no.
still don't want to get. He still don't want to get married to this day.
I don't think so. But he hasn't been married, so I think everybody. I think when I went to the Rockets, everybody on the team was married. You know, went to the Lakers. You know,
Most of those
everybody
guys-
like
a lot of those
Rick.
guys were married.
So everybody was married. The only person who wasn't married was AC, and then he eventually got married.
Yeah.
And then we know the story. The Spurs, half their wives cheated on them. So you know.
Wow.
So everybody on that team was married.
Robert Ory fueling online speculation. I love it. I love it. Man.
Hey,
pour a little
it's
gasoline
out
on the
there.
fire.
Shit.
What was that guy's question again?
Was there a guy Rob played with that he knew was never going to get married?
Okay. Are there any guys
Like in your friend group?
that you, when they got married, you were like, "Am I in the twilight zone? I'm surprised they got
know
married."
one. I know one real good one, but Rob won't know it, but you'll know it. Southside Steve. There's a dude we worked with in Atlanta who was he was a radio guy and he was a morning show guy, but he was notorious. His whole shtick was, I've slept with hundreds and hundreds of women. That was his bit. And he would date a girl for a month and a half. God bless this man. I love you, Steve. If you happen to listen to this, he would date the trashiest girls. I mean, like waitresses and bar girls and just like And then one day he met this girl and he's like, I'm marrying this girl. And everybody was like, that's a load of bullshit because that's not even who you are. It's not even in your DNA. And they've been married for 10 years. They got 2 kids.
Wow.
And I was
I think-
that was one of those like, oh, never in my life did I think I'd see it.
You know, everybody always think of Rick Fox and
Pretty
Kim
Ricky.
when he married Vanessa, but I don't think he's ever been married again after that. So I think Rick is the one guy. You know, when he got married to Vanessa, we're like, "Oh, you got married? Oh, it's Vanessa. That's why you're getting married."
All right. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't think Rick ever get married.
maybe that's one of those questions where you got to kind of tread lightly depending on who's who's listening.
Yeah. But it's nobody. That's nobody else out there. I was, you know,
Interesting.
I like, oh shit, he got married. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I
feel like everybody's got one or two of those in their friend
I have. I think I got one, but I think the reasoning for it is just because of. Well, I guess never mind.
And it was opposite of when AC got married. Like, AC got married? Oh shit! You know, he was happy for him, but you was shocked,
Right.
You know, because you know he's the Christian and never had sex, the virgin, and then he got married. Like, oh, good for AC. Get ready to pop that cherry now.
Hey, salute to that brother, man.
Tell you what, man. All right, a couple quick stories here. We'll wrap up shoot around. Did you see the bull that got loose at the rodeo in Oregon? This was the craziest shit I ever saw in my life. The bull, who's named Party Bus, that's the bull's name, was at a rodeo in Oregon. He's running around in circles, and then he starts heading toward the stands, and he jumps over the rail into the stands, tears through the concession areas, knocking people over, gored a guy at the concession stand. Thankfully, everybody's okay. They were trying to lasso him. 4 people were hurt. One of them was a sheriff's deputy, but everybody's fine. So I guess my question is
Ooh.
you see it?
Yes.
He jumped the rail and went straight into the crowd and then ran right through the concession area and caught some dude in the concession area and like flipped him over like 3-4 times.
He wasn't even paying attention.
No, he was getting a soda. Fucking woo! Just chewed up by a bull.
Oh my goodness.
So my question is, you lived in H-Town for quite a long time. You ever been to a rodeo?
Oh, I used to go to rodeo all the time.
Don't y'all have like a big rodeo thing?
Yes, in Houston. Yes, you know.
I've never been to a rodeo.
I want to go to that.
No.
The rodeo is fun. Like you know, they have like a R&B night where you can go and Beyonce's perform there. A lot of
At the
H-Town-
rodeo?
At the rodeo, yeah, rodeo is in Houston is nice. They have the day where they have all these booths set up where you can just go eat and drink, and you buy one ticket, you eat and drink all night long. Rodeo is nice, man. You know, so you should if you ever get a chance to go to Houston rodeo. Go. Yeah.
I want to go there.
Man,
I think you would enjoy it.
I would have
Your wife would enjoy it too.
I would have tacked that up on the white people shit board. I never, not for a minute, was expecting that answer. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay,
telling you.
interesting. But that's what freaks me out though about the rodeo. They get all these wild animals. We'll just taunt them until one of them just goes, "Nope, see ya," going for the fat ass at the concession stand, which would probably be me. All right, last question of the show.
They just announced their lineup. Like they got Blake Shelton. Let's see, 50 Cent. Hank Williams Jr.
At the rodeo?
Yeah. Bun B is performing. Nickelback, Zach Brown Band. They have all these people perform, man. I'm telling you, it was
God bless. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no clue. All right. Well, you learn something new every day. Sometimes it's about the rodeo. I do love that the bull's name was Party Bus, by the way. What a great,
I know it, right?
Great name for a wild bull that's running at a rodeo. All right. Question from Roman. Last question of the show. We'll close it up. Have you ever celebrated something too early? Like the speed walking lady. And now for context, I had to look this up because I didn't know what his question was. A Spanish race walker went viral this week because she was celebrating as she was getting ready to cross the line and she was waving. She had her hands up and some other girl just went right by her. and whoop, took her at the last second. And she ended up missing out on securing a medal because of it. So have you ever had a time in your life where maybe you celebrated a little too early?
No, never.
Never?
Because I know, never.
Like you're up 10 with a minute left in the NBA Finals. You weren't starting to get that little bubble in your stomach like, oh, it's going to happen.
No, you know, it's funny. I remember we were up against Indiana in Game 6, and they started bringing out the ropes. And I'm like, yo, it's too early. It's too early. Don't do it. It's like, I'm
How much time was left?
It was like 3 minutes left to go in the game. You know, I'm like, I believe
That's
in
kind of
jinx.
out. I'll get you. Okay.
I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm one of the type of people. I'm like very skeptical when you celebrate. I don't like to celebrate until they go, horn go off. That's it.
I'm exactly the same way. I feel that way about every sport. I'm like, don't you dare get online and start talking shit about how much you're going to win. Probably because I've watched the Falcons blow a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. But, like everybody, man, you celebrate too early, dude. It always burns you. Always come back and get your ass. Make you
I have to tell this story. So back in 95, we were up 3-0 against the Orlando Magic. They wanted me and Chucky Brown to do this stuff like back-to-back champions. And I was like, oh, hell no. And then it was like, well, we're going to pay you X amount of dollars. Oh, hell yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
It hurt me. And like, if we'd have lost that series, I'd be like, see, I know I should have did that shit. But yeah. And I was pissed at myself because I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. But I said, fuck that. It was like
you tempted fate, man. Oh, you tempted fate with that, though.
It was a high 5 figures. I'm like, okay, because when I told them I wasn't going to do it, I said, I'm too. They're like, well, what would make you do it? And I just threw a fucking number out there. And they're like, yeah, okay, we'll give you that. I'm like, I should have went higher.
Damn. Yeah, that's the thing. Don't undercut yourself either, man. If you're going to tempt fate, do it for high 5 figures. Yeah. All right, cool, man.
I'll let y'all know if it's worth going to Columbia. Especially you, B. You, Rob, not so much. I won't tell you.
I'm not going to Columbia. Wait, fucking come on. What are you talking about? I'm not going to Columbia.